Hey, yo, Energy Surge. How are you doing today? Sorry, I'm just trying to get some things set up. There's something I forgot that I could do, and now it's completely, I'm going to be visible for just a second. This is a test. Okay. Perfect. I don't know why I'd be worried about revealing my face, because I literally do it every single time I stream, but who knows? I'm not worried about it. But how are you doing today? I just had a voice lesson, so my voice is a little, not hoarse, but tired. But hopefully I will do plenty of talking today. Oh my god. Sorry. There we go. Mute that. There was one more thing I was trying to do for today's stream. Let me make sure that it's there. Ah, there we go. I may be announcing a new channel points reward. Maybe. Just maybe. But we haven't gotten there yet. How was Babotosh's day? I'm doing okay. You know, we're playing games and I'm having a good time. I have so for those of you who don't know, I've started work now, which is very exciting. I had a friend in town this week, which is why I haven't been streaming nearly as much, but they left just a couple days ago. So I figure, you know, why not stream a little bit? Bob was playing Monster. When did he get the game? I love this game. 20,000 fruit to every single fruit in your current possession. Jesus. No, that is not the new reward. I'm gonna go ahead and get the lobby up until the point where we can go ahead and start. But I'll be sitting here for just a second longer, making sure I got everything. That looks pretty good. Got my keyboard. I got my fruit. I've got my tea. I've got a second pot of tea ready to go. 2 glasses of water. Because why the hell not? Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good right now. I'm gonna just sit here and enjoy the music for a second. Give me a rant. Okay. What topic would you like for me to rant upon for this moment, this brief moment before we start things? It could be on anything. Literally anything. Doesn't have to be game related. It could be even something that I might not know anything about. It could be about your friend Rachel. I don't know. Like Pokemon companies wasted potential on Pokemon. So we're going to talk about Pokemon for just, you know, let's say a minute or so. So the thing that happened with Pokemon, the thing that broke it as hard as it did, because there is so much potential in Pokemon. We're talking an RPG system where you can go ahead and create custom parties with custom movesets, tons of abilities, and there's over 1,000 different, essentially, characters for you to choose to your RPG team. Do you know how exciting that sounds? Imagine if I released a fighting game with infinite number of stages, almost infinite number of combinations of like characters and things that you could do with them. Everything is incredibly customizable. Everything is like, you know, you have an avatar and you can change that almost to however it is that you want. You know, there's so much good that potentially exists in the Pokemon franchise. Now, the thing that killed it, the thing that makes it not function correctly as a game is the release schedule. That's it. That's literally the whole thing. You know, the entire issue with Pokemon as of right now is that it's become a yearly release thing. So you know what they do? They cram out, I don't know, let's say 100 brand new Pokemon. They flash through a game and like make it in like less than a year because, you know, games take more time to make and not design and all of that stuff. It's a lot of things being put together. So at the end of the day, it becomes super rushed. And as a result of that, we end up with subpar games that don't function nearly as well. They're going in the right direction. You know, I will say this. Almost every single Pokemon game since X and Y, and X and Y I consider to be a pretty good one, but Omega and Alpha Pokemon, Omega Ruby, or Alpha Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I don't know, whatever. Those games are the last of the good Pokemon games. After that, there is a we're ranting right now. There is a severe lack in quality, in my opinion, all the way up until the newest game. I think that the newest game came so close to doing it right because it was fun for the first time in about 10 years. That is so sad. No, yeah. The new ones are fantastic in terms of fun. It just doesn't function well because it was rushed. They made some very poor coding. It's incredibly unoptimized. Everything falls apart. Everything doesn't run correctly. You know, you really need either better hardware to run the game, or you need to go ahead and actually take your time with the code to make it run properly on the current system that you're making it for. Nobody looked at Pokemon, the new ones, and thought that it was a completed game. Everyone knew it was, like, not there. It was bad. You know, they could have actually taken their time with it, but they didn't. And that is the end of my rant on, you know, the wasted potential of Pokemon. Because it's there. It's so close. It's so close to being good. I want a good Pokemon game. I don't mind if it's formulaic. That's fine. It can be formulaic. That's not the issue anymore. The issue is because they made a good one. They made a good Pokemon game. That, you know, the open world aspect, the ability to kind of go anywhere and catch things. I do wish, like, there's obviously things I would improve about it beyond just, you know, a game that works, or like beyond like, you know, beyond its design. But it was fun, and that was what was important. The real issue at the end of the day is that it was poorly coded and maintained, and it just doesn't function very well. All right, I'm going to see if I can do this thing real quick. If I can, then we're going to go ahead and open up the new channel points reward. If not, well, you know, we got to finish it. But yeah, sorry. I am willing to rant about everything. That one I feel very personal because Pokemon is actually the first video game I ever played, and it has a very, very soft spot in my heart. But it just makes me so sad. All right, we're short one. I'm gonna have to come back to this. All right. Yeah, Pokemon will like never have a game that's as well as coded as the SMT games. SMT. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Oh wait, did I already accept? Did I just unaccept? I did just unaccept. Lol. There we go. SMT. Shin Megami Tensei. Jesus. Okay, gotcha. Also, welcome everyone. I am sorry if I caught you. If you caught me in the middle of a rant, that is a channel points reward, so I was redeeming it. Which again, I'll rant about anything, literally anything, as long as I am able to make even just like the slightest connection about anything. And you know, I'd say even if you give me a like completely nonsense topic, then I will make up nonsense about it, but it should not be taken personally. However, if you give me a topic I can speak personally on, you might get my personal anecdote on the situation. New Goddess Metaphysics. I just want a good I just want like a functioning Pokemon game at this point. But yeah, no, I'm excited to be streaming today. I actually, funny enough, I am currently, there's a YouTube video I was going to put out today, but I never got around to finishing it. How do I do this? Not like that. So I'm going to have to finish it later and then put it in the background. But it's literally going to be a Monster Hunter video where I just sit there and rant about Game Freak for like a couple of seconds, because this is the second time I've ranted about Game Freak in a recent stream. Which is funny. There we go. Lots of birds. But yeah, no. There's a lot of things that I do wish that they did with the new games. Scarlet and Violet. There we go. That's the name of the games that I'm trying to think of. That they could have made more interesting. Like, I want a world where you can start off in a random town. Like, you can pick which town you want to start in, and the game scales as you beat gyms. I still suspect that Nintendo's holding back with Pokemon by rushing them. Yeah, no, that's exactly my issue with it. They're just rushed and poorly made at this point. Again, Scarlet and Violet, most fun Pokemon game I've played in probably 8 to 10 years. That being said, it was a janky piece of crap. I wanted to hit you with that. Ooh, okay. Not great damage. But yeah, no. In new news with me, for those of you who don't know, I started my new job. I am a barista at a coffee shop. And I spent all this morning making lattes and mochas and macchiatos and cappuccinos and all of the things that you might make with that kind of stuff. Did I just dodge roll through a screen? I think I did. I just need to be doing that more if I can. I don't know how tight that window is. I imagine it's very tight though. Oh. I'm impressed with myself. Oh, you know what it probably was? It was probably Bubbly Dance giving me that extra boost of evasion. For those of you who don't know, Bubbly Dance actually, oh, sad. It actually does give you like +1 evasion when you have bubbles around your body. It's a pretty tight window without any evade. Can you do it without evade at all? I assume that you need at least 1 evade in order to be able to execute it. Likely close to frame perfect without any boosts. Gotcha. Oh my god, you guys are well executed here. Alright, let's see if we can get this true charge slash off. Here we go. I fucked up. I was just a little bit too far back. Sad. I'm gonna get screamed at. Another topic? Alright, let's hear it. What else would you like for me to talk about? Cave story weapons? Ooh. Yeah, I can totally tell you about cave story weapons. So, let's see. So here's the thing, right? There's a lot of weapons in Cave Story that are very unique, and you know, there's some basic ones. You know, it's your basic jump and shoot, man. You know, in terms of an archetype of game, I feel like I should go over that a little bit. You know, you jump around, you fire a gun, and you make sure that you don't die. Oh my God, range with a party of 4. Thank you so much. You guys caught me in the middle of a rant about Cave Story. Also, what the hell happened to my notifications? Why is it so tiny? There we go. Fixed. But thank you so much, Range. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Cave Story is a jump and shoot man game. You know, think of it as like a Mega Man-esque or whatever. And you jump around. You don't really get to aim much. You just mostly go ahead and you use your mobility as a way of aiming. In fact, I'm gonna do a Cave Story stream probably sometime in the future because I'm due one. But yeah, there's a lot of fun weapons. There's like your pistol. There's like a machine gun that's really cool. There's like a you know, there's a fireball thing where it like bounces along the ground, and then you can combine certain weapons together, which I don't recommend because a lot of the combined weapons are not very good. You can upgrade some of the basic weapons, and every time you level up, you gain XP. You put the XP onto that weapon, and then the weapon itself levels up, and it de-levels if you go ahead and get hit too often. So, you know, it's a nice balancing act and a reward for managing your health and time. Woo, that was a good hit. How's the hunts today? They're fantastic. You should try the Cave Story roguelite. There's a roguelite for Cave Story? Oh my god. But yeah, no, but by far one of the coolest weapons, and the one that is, you know, generally maybe not discovered all the time because it's actually kind of a difficult one to find, is the bubble. It's a weapon that shoots out bubbles, and as they pop, and it does like no damage, you know, at level 1. It's, you know, fires fast but loads slow and all that stuff. It's a fantastic looking game though. I highly recommend that anybody check it out, and the weapons in it are easily one of the coolest parts of the whole game. Best weapon in the game is probably the machine gun, sadly, not like any of the secret weapons. And generally, if you want to use the secret weapons, you actually need to not accept the machine gun, which is, you know, shocking. Very, very sad. I wish you could hold on to like any combinations of weapons that you'd ever want to use in that game, but that's just not the case. There's your nice little rant on Cave Story. But yeah, no, Cave Story was actually the very first game I ever streamed. It was a favorite of mine, and generally when I do Cave Story, you know, playthroughs, I'll do it in one shot, you know. I'll make it a 5-hour stream, and I'll beat the whole game, get the true ending, all that cool stuff. Yeah, it's a fan game called Dokutsu Randamu. Interesting. I will definitely have to check that out when I get the chance. All right, Sora, I do believe it is your turn to post. But how was your stream today, Range? Let me give you a quick shout out. Copy that. Every time I do any kind of shout out, I just copy and paste things because it's the easiest, most consistent way of doing things. Of course, of course. I care about all of my fellow Monster Hunter streamers. So you guys always get the shout outs. Not to mention you rated me. You brought like 4 people here. How am I supposed to like turn down you know, a whatever? Are you kidding me? You brought more viewers? Sick. Of course I'm going to give you a shout out. Worst case scenario was, you know, somebody watches you and they don't like you. But I've seen your streams. People definitely like you. Randomize set? We can do that. Randomizer. There it is. Let me go ahead and bump up a random thing here. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, no. Where's my mouse at? There it is. It's down, up. I gotta find it on this screen. Oh, there it is. Haha. Again. There we go. Change equipment. Rampage ain't my cup of tea. Yeah, no, Rampage is very few people's cups of tea. I would say. What? Sort. There we go. Yeah. All right, so we're on 20 as the Talisman. There we go. The Divine Blessing reload speed, we can do something with that. We're using a Gun Lance. That's kind of cool. I like Gun Lance. I know how to use it. Which one are we using? The Shadow Silencer. This one. All right, and then for, let's see, we're using the Chaotic Gore Gloves, which is wonderful. It's exactly, that's the one that does something funky, isn't it? I can feel it. The Scholarly Pants. It's not very good. The Rimguard Waist. It's a pretty good piece of... Oh, we already got that equipped. Fantastic. Let's see. We're using the Tigrex Chest. Tigrex, Tyrex. I think it's up here, actually. And then last but not least, we are using... What's our head? Remora head. Oh my god, this is awful. Alright, set that goes. Remove all. What are we working with here? We got Resentment, Focus, Divine Blessing, Item Prolonger, and then we got some kind of wacky things here. I love Rampage and Moderation. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a cool idea, but does it work as well as, you know, one might hope? Probably not. When Gong goes off, it makes it feel like you can take in a Fatalis with the high damage. Yeah, no, the numbers are super fun. And, like, yeah, no, I do believe that it is actually a really fun way of playing the game when you have people that know what they're doing to a degree. Not everyone knows what they're doing to a degree, though. So, you know, that's just the nature of doing stuff. All right, we got our fire attack up. We got some element exploit. I don't even know if that's going to be helpful on this hunt because I have no idea what we're fighting. Artillery. I feel like we need to make sure that we got some nice artillery jewels on here. I'm going to go and throw a spearbird on here. We should probably throw some destruction on here. I like destruction or destroyer jewels. Let's see. We got a lot of 3 slots. No 4 slots. Huh. I mean, people love tower defense games, and Monster Hunter's Rise is perfect for them. Yeah! You know, I mean, and like, you know, to be fair, a lot of people love some nice, fun tower defense games. I like tower defense games. You won't catch me streaming one, as, you know, anytime soon, but I do like them quite a bit. Alright, we're going to throw a quick breath on there. I'm missing some decos, though. I can feel it. Like, I want some destruction decos, but I don't have any level 3 destruction decos. Where is my destroyer? Part breaker. Oh, it's a 4 slot. Surely there's a 3 slot part breaker, right? Surely I can make a 3 part. If not, then I'll just throw a bunch of 2s on there because it's not actually that expensive. There's a 2 slot one. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to just make a handful of those. Not bad. Looking around. Wow, okay. I am poor in parts. All right, then we're going to look for another thing. Artillery. I want artillery on here. And surely there's a 4 slot artillery jewel. Sorry about the wait. Sometimes this just takes a minute. There's a 4 slot artillery jewel. Fantastic. It looks like I'm going to have to use some lower level things. Fantastic. And I want to throw guard on there as well. Oh, this is going to suck. Oh, God. At a certain part, we just got to accept that we're not going to get it. No. Special ammo boost. No. Artillery. There we are. All right. That's 3 artilleries. That should be all that we need. And then, oh my God. Ash and Dust with raid. Party of 6. Thank you so much. Means a lot. We're currently working on a randomized set as per request of... that's exactly what I paid for, Babo. You know that's fair. I have a... thing where people can ask me to randomize my sets, and this is what we're doing right now. If I look like, wow, this guy does not look like he knows what he's doing, that's because I don't. We're just kind of trying to make it work at this point. Welcome everyone, though. How are you guys doing today? Have I? Let me give you a quick shout out, Ash and Dust. I know have I followed you? I have followed you. Fantastic. Okay, I'm so glad that I have. I was going to say, I recognize your name. I'd be disappointed in myself if I hadn't followed myself. There we go. SO to Ash and Dust. Thank you so much. Everyone go check them out. I do believe that they also play Monster Hunter from time to time, although they do play other games. The times I've popped in there, I've actually caught them at when they're playing other stuff, and they are a very cool streamer. So make sure you go check them out. Oh, God. Okay. All right, I got 2 3 slots. What do I want to do with 2 3 slots? Let me just look here and be like, oh, you know, that's a cool 3 slot ability. Let's throw that on here. But yeah, no, welcome everyone. So for those of you who don't know, I play a lot of Monster Hunter. I play Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter GU, both on the Switch, hence my controller. Although, you know, to be fair, I don't know anybody who doesn't play Monster Hunter. I know very few people who play Monster Hunter on mouse and keyboard, so... but yeah, and then on top of that, occasionally I will play other games such as... let's see. Oh, you know what I need? I need a guard up jewel. That's what I'm missing. It's guard. I need some guard. I also play some of the other games. Jesus. God. Getting a lot more crowns, filling logs, sick. Pick my weapon type. We will do that after this. I currently cannot choose a certain weapon type right now because we're doing a randomized thing, but we will definitely do it next time. If it bothers you, I am more than willing to refund your points, and then you can redonate it for it again at another time. Okay, shield jewel. You know, we're running it with this switch axe. But no, yeah, I will definitely switch axe on the next one. You got it. Oh my god. What? Oh, this is sad. This is a sad day. Oh, right. And then, of course, the most fun part is we take off our layered armor. So you guys get to check out the abysmal piece of equipment that I currently am using. And that's the fit. I hate it. I hate it with every ounce of my body. Change my switch skills, black stash, reload, bullet barrage, edge guard, hail cutter, gouge gad, erupting cannon. Yeah, okay, that looks right. No, we'll definitely play some switch axe after this, just for you. It's 7-star high rank. Okay, we're gonna be fine. Okay. Best weapon. It's a hell of a weapon. I cannot seem to I occasionally I'll wrap my head around it, and other times I just will not. He's dripping. Yeah, but in what? Feces? Not sure what levels Rainy can join, so that's fair, that's fair. Oh, that's right. I have a little bit of Frostcraft. Wonderful. I'm farming the hell out of this quest in Base Rise. I do too. People were like really posting this like all over the place back when this quest first came out. And for good reason. It's a pretty I'm using Swax now in Rise, but I think there's more moves to get in high rank. Yeah, no, so... Oh, I totally fucked that up. It's okay. No, yeah, as you, you know, make more weapons or do certain quests, you'll unlock more specials. When you get to Sunbreak, you'll unlock a few more that are really good, honestly, on pretty much every weapon. I don't know which ones you get for Switch Axe, because I only started playing it after Sunbreak had already come out. I was going to say, if he hits me with that, I will be so sad. The counter on Switch Axe is super fun. I believe it. Sure. You know, that's okay damage. We'll take that. Okay, and I did put Shockproof on here, so I shouldn't be blowing anybody up. Because we are kind monster hunters. Oh, that's right. I have Resentment on this set. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? Oh man, we are going to take so much damage eventually. It's not even going to be funny. Okay, watch my health. Yeah, this just, like, the fact that I'm using Resentment on this set just suddenly turned it into, you know, oh, haha, I'm just going to play Gunlance, into a, oh, shit. Suddenly I have to manage another meter. So I got a heat gauge, an ammo gauge, my health bar, and then on top of that, I'm also managing sharpness and all this stuff. Gonna get some dinner. Good luck with your hunts. Thank you so much for the lurk, Ashen, and thank you so much for the raid. I hope I get to catch one of your streams sometime soon. I'm kind of busy at the moment, like in general as a whole, because new job and all that stuff. But yeah, super nice to have you here. Thank you so much. The damage. Wait for an opportunity. Go in. Thank you, Interpret Heart, for saving my health bar. Ouch. Soul Seer? Yeah, Apex, actually. Soul Seer isn't in this game, but this is kind of like the closest thing we have to it. But you know, it's a Mitsune that shoots fire. You know, what more do you want? This is actually so this is actually base Monster Hunter. This was like one of the final quests to be released, and it does look like the Soul Seer one. Sadly, this game does not have Soul Seer. It is incredibly sad. Another rant, Calm Storms. Let us hear it. Mitsune plate. What would you like the topic to be on? Can be anything. I'm not bad at Rise. I'm just too good at old gen. Is that what the topic is? Because I could do it. Yes? Okay. So let's start there, okay? Okay. Timer now. All right. So here's the deal with Rise and Old Gen. So there's a couple of things that you're going to have to let me go into first in order to explain the differences between the two. First off, let's talk about skills. I think that's one of the biggest differences between new Monster Hunter and old Monster Hunter, is the way that skills seem to function. Now, everyone seems to think that, you know, with the new system or whatever, skills are more optimized and they're easier to manage. Well, I say big baloney to that, because now what used to be incredibly complex math problems in order for me to get every skill that I wanted on a set is now turned into a game of, you know, maybe I'm kind of thinking about it, but not really. You know, you just kind of slap whatever you want on there. Now, here's the other thing, right? Monsters used to be compensated for the lack of speed that old gen provided, and as a result, you had to play more carefully and patient. Instead, this game rewards complicated maneuvers that make no sense, and every monster acts like a goddamn lunatic because, you know, it's just expected that, oh, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore, so you zip out of the way. You know, that's a huge difference between this game. Also, let's talk about some of like the nice OG abilities from early Monster Hunter, right? You know, the staples. You know, we had aerial, things that do more damage in the air. That's gone. You know, what am I gonna do with my insect glaive, you know, aerial greatsword set? I just want to be in the air, but you know, no, the game doesn't reward me for that. It instead punishes me by not allowing me to use skills in the air. We can also talk about the fact that, you know, every weapon is supposedly given more tools to deal with the more complicated monsters. But in reality, not every weapon was given the appropriate skills in order to manage their current systems of functioning. Let's take Heavy Bowgun, for example. What did it get? It got a small movement skill, which, funnily enough, took away the good movement skill that we had back in old gen, you know, if we're talking like GU, right? That's completely gone. We used to have insane mobility, and then they gave us a tiny little dinky little slide that normally ends up getting you killed more often than it ends up helping you out. You know, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how silly that is? You know, and this is just one example. There are many examples that I could go into, but I won't at this point in time because this rant might go on a little bit too long. But I could go into several other examples. You know? This game is completely unoptimized for old gen players. And like, not to mention, like, you know, we had a system with old monsters, right? Rathalos moves like this, Raytheon moves like that. In this game, they kind of did whatever they wanted to. Yeah, you could argue that it's basically the same, but let's be honest about it. It's not. So every monster functions entirely different than it used to. Everything is more aggressive, and the monster, and like you're not compensated for that properly with good weapons and good abilities. It's all gone. Not to mention, you know, the real skill, right, is, you know, old gen required actual skill. You know, there was the flex potion and the, you know, whatever. You know, we flexed to drink, you know, it was all about timing and patience and, like, you know, and finding opportune times and perfect countering. And this game is just like ice swing stick unga boonga. You know, and in fact, it punishes patient play. It's just not the same. Anyway, yeah, that's my satirical rant. Let me be very frank. That was satire. For those of you who think, oh my god, this guy really hates new gen. No, I'm clearly streaming Monster Hunter Rise. If I didn't like Rise, I wouldn't stream it. Babo, please sharpen. Oh, right. That's probably a good idea. You can do the old gen trick in this game where you stand behind the monster and it takes them 5 seconds to turn around. This is true. Thank you for being my lawyer, Babo. Yeah, a giant phony corrupt lawyer. Again, I actually really like new gen. I'm not a huge fan of World per se, but you know, that's just not my cup of tea. That doesn't mean it's bad. I just didn't really have a firm grasp on the grapple mechanic, and to like really be able to enjoy the game at the same level everyone else seems to. But I do recognize like the interesting parts of World, you know. People really loved the fact that, you know, this feels really uncomfy with resentment. I you know, for somebody who like utilizes the hell out of their switch skills, this is super uncomfortable. Aerial dual blades is a thing in this game, so I've been told. But there is no aerial skill. You see what I mean? And like, you know, we're not talking like styles like GU. We're talking like just the ability to do more damage while in the air. That's really what I'm looking for when I say aerial. That one I am serious about. I'm really sad that that skill is gone because I made an aerial greatsword build and I want it to have that extra damage on it, but it never will. Jesus, this set just eats away at my health. Oh my god, I had no health. Your Honor, my client was frame capped at 30 FPS. That is funny. That's right, I am a Switch player, and as a result, it was impossible for me to react to this game. I'm kind of annoyed that every attack, like Hunter Arts, is wire bug dependent. I mean, yeah, that's true. At least all like the really kind of, I wouldn't say fun stuff. But to be fair, like we had all the specials in GU and stuff. Like it's not the end of the world in my opinion that the game functions like that. And I do like wire bug arts. I just wish that we got Supernova for the heavy bowgun back. That's like, that's the real crime, in my opinion. There's no using the bow in the air outside of using the wire bug skill. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, there are skills that, you know, only exist within certain weapons, if that makes sense. Like, only certain weapons get to utilize certain skills. That's always been the nature of Monster Hunter. You know, I think I'm just going to stay on Red Scroll right now and play it safe, do some damage. You know, hopefully not die to this. Don't look at me. Don't even think of me. I'm talking to the monster, not you guys. I always tried using the bow after running up a wall and I get disappointed when I can't. Yeah, I feel that. Ooh, we got the knockdown. Let's go, me. right, not too bad. For a randomized set, not bad at all. Is it good? No, it's really bad. I kind of hope that one day we get a randomized set that's actually, like, worth using. All right, there we go. Time for the weapon type pick. Oh, you know what needs to happen? This probably needs to be closed and reopened. That would probably fix it. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Sorry, I keep all of my requests open on the side so that way I can manage them a little bit easier. Rampant, rants, random set, rants, complete. Pick my weapon type. We gotta do switch X. I'm really not kidding. Frontier really fucked my lance play up in Rise. I don't know why. You know, it's just like different mechanics. I actually really struggle bouncing between gun lance and GU and Rise. Because in GU, the combos are literally just different, but they look the same. You know, it's like fire, reload, you know, big slam, multi-shot. That's like the bread and butter for gun lance. And in this game, it's different because you can reload only while shielding, or like you have to hold down the shield button and reload mid combo and then hit X and A and slam. In the other game, it's literally just hit A and then hit X. You know, if you hit A, then you hit A again, you reload, and then you hit X during the reload animation, and you do the slam and then A again. And it's identical in terms of the way it looks, but different in terms of button execution. Rainy Day, it is your turn to post. Yeah, instead of Valor Dash or Supernova, we got 2 magical floating rings. I mean, the magical floating rings are really good. But, that being said. Alright, is this my Switch Axe set? Is that a Switch Axe? That looks like a Switch Axe. Yeah, I think that's a Switch Axe. Alright. Do I need to go practice combos? I feel like I do. I think I'll be fine. I think it's like, what, X and A and then R to switch? I think. No, it's just R. So it's like X, 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 A, A, R. Swap into sword mode. And then it's X, 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 A, 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 X and A at the same time. Do like the explosion thing. And yeah, et cetera, et cetera. I actually love the Translash plus Demon Right combo on the GU Swax, though. Yeah. There are things that are definitely missed. You can always do the slam out of a dash wirebook skill. I would use Rising Moon, though. Might as well have level 3 Ballistic. I mean, I use Rising Moon, but mostly for, it's for pure shots. That's the reason why you would use it. Oh, no, wait, you're talking about Rising Moon, not Setting Sun. I use it actually for applying spread damage from a distance. That's the way I utilize it. XA, yeah. Well, for me, okay, it's a bumper. I have my X or my triggers swapped, so button combos are a little bit different for me than it is for you. You need this Baserio swing, understandable, so we can cap. Sounds good. Bow, we can make that happen. I have a good bow set. It functions very well. And then after this, actually, the bow set we are going to go ahead and do. And then if we complete my quest, because I actually do have a quest that I want to get done, we can open up the other channel point reward. And you guys can admire and, you know, fawn over the new reward that will be bestowed upon us. And I might actually be able to transfer it over to GU as well. I just have to make it as well. And if you guys need a description of it, I will tell you, but only once we actually have it available to us. How much does it cost? 500 channel points. The same as choose my weapon and stuff like that. So, you know, the general cost of it, you know. I tend to try and keep things relatively cheap because I want people to be able to participate in that kind of way. Why don't I have it? Because it's I just need the part. I'm literally missing a part for it in order to function. And this next quest, I'm guaranteed the part but I just have to, you know, finish the quest. Is it an armorless hunt reward? No, but I thought about it. It's not quite armorless. If we were doing an armorless reward, we could easily just, you know, do that without armor. But no, that would be, we call that throwing, especially for me, because I need a little bit of leeway, and I don't want to throw other, like, I'm down to make certain quests more difficult for me. That's why we have the randomized armor and the you can pick my weapon thing and like all of that stuff. I'd pay for armorless hunts. Yeah, no, it'd be cool, but like this one's kind of like that. But it's not quite to that degree. If I do an armorless hunt reward, it's going to be more than 500 points. And it will also it will force a redo, you know, basically. Like it'll be a free if we fail the quest, especially on my behalf, like if I cart 3 times, like you'll get another chance to post it or something like that. Because people do come here and they like want, some people come here and they just want to play and have a good time. Other people come here and they're like, hey, I really need help with this thing. Can you help me with it? I've been doing armorless meme hunts with the 5-name anomalies. That's hilarious. But yeah. It's mostly because I just don't want to like essentially grief for content. I have no problem with like doing difficult challenges. I just don't want it to be at the expense of other people getting things that they like, you know, want to get done today. Like I'd feel really bad if I failed this random ass Baserio hunt because I had no armor and I was doing like doofus things, which isn't gonna mean that I'm not gonna do stupid things. In fact, probably quite the contrary. I've definitely done hunts where I just completely like forget to to do anything in regards to making sure that I'm not gonna die. Like I'm just like, yeah, you know what, I can just play well for a second here. I don't have to worry about my health. Done that several times in the past. And then immediately died for it. You know how it goes. Oh, messed that up. But yeah. Now, if I ever did, like, play this game on my own, like, if I did, like, solo cunts or stuff like that, then I would absolutely include an armorless reward. Or if, you know, if I'm feeling, like, especially confident in my abilities, or if we're all just here having fun or whatever, nobody's, like, actually trying to do anything. Like, I don't know. I'll think about it. How about that? I think that's a good answer. I will consider including armorless hunts as a quest reward. Or as a what is it? I forget what they're called. Rewards? Yeah. Channel point reward. There we go. That is the name of the thing that it is. Ah. Alright, we got into sword mode. That was what was important. Now we just gotta build up some meter. I like the ability to dodge with this much evasion. It is actually a pretty decent way of getting around. Armorless hunts are kind of fun when it's like one of the 9. Yeah, the issue is like if I cart 3 times in a row, you know? I wanted to dodge there, but I didn't. Especially with randos, as it's very confusing from the outside. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like, with randos, it's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. Like, nobody wants to be the reason why people fail quests. But like as a streamer, if you see me doing like no damage in terms of numbers, like you're gonna be a little. There we go. Oh, I guess I'm riding him. Very cool. Just wanted to go into sword mode. That's all I wanted. Yeah, I guess I did that. Oh, I'm out of juice. Ugh. Are we capping? Yes, yes we are. Very good. Easy, easy, easy hunt. To be fair, it was only high rank, so, you know, it is what it is. Alright, next weapon will be bow. I almost forgot cap. Which is hilarious, because you were the one who were like, can we just cap? Did you get the wing? What's going on, Fruit? Or, Dope Cat? Why has the fruit counter gone to 368? Because I bought grapes. No, paw. I'm sorry, that blows. Because 400 was a lot of fruit. And I decided to give myself at least one break so I could catch up a little bit. Not to mention grapes were on sale. Generally, I will buy whatever is on sale. There we go. There's my bow set. Look at it in all of its glory and splendor. Oh no. Alright, I do believe it is a master rank quest. What am I looking for? Is it rewards? Is this it? No. Is this it? Cheering Ra Ra Jang. It might be this one. I need to buy the channel point, the new channel point. Else I would. Understandable. Dress up party. I'm trying to find the one that gives you, is it? Ah, here it is. Yes, this is the one. I can honestly probably get the new one after a little bit of fruit spamming. I will say that it is not hard to bump that back up to 9. It is not hard to earn channel points in my in my chat. All right, I'll keep it at 69. I'll let it count up a little bit again. You're gonna sit this one out? Can you not join it? I thought that for sure you'd be able to join this one. It's only a, it's not like it's anything crazy. It's not like it's gonna balance the game kind of funky. You can't join it. Ah. All right. Okay, okay, we'll do the mission real quick. We'll get this one done, and then we will come back for you. That's weird. I could have sworn that, you know, event quests weren't something that, like, required you to do something funky. Like, I just assumed that, you know, you'd be able to do every Master Rank event quest. With, like, obviously the exceptions to the one that break the order which the game is, like, supposed to be played in. But this is just a Rajang. And we can all fight a Rajang. Alright, we'll get this one done quick. I am using my bow, which actually does some pretty decent damage for what it is. Assuming I'm playing well with it. Alright, we got the weapon type picked. Most of them are MR10 minimum. I did not know that. I just assumed that, you know, most of them would be available. Also, is this light on way brighter than it should be? I feel really whited out by it. Oh, it is. There we go. Look at the lighting. Did you see how much better it looks now? And my eyes aren't, like, dying from sitting here looking at the screen. The fuck have I done, LMAO? What have you done? Oh my god, I hate that. I hate that so much. A tomato. Also, that Rajang is too furious in a small arena. Is that what it is? I just know I need the part. Alright, we'll do this nice and quick like. Babo 2.0, but better and redder than ever. Babo 2.0. Can't believe you. Nothing beats the OG. Oh, I guess it is here. I don't remember doing this quest. How did I have 3 of the parts for it? Oh my god, it has been a hot minute since I've used bow in this game. I do apologize if my ability to play with it is a little unoptimized. Ow. Well, that's a wonderful start. Wait, isn't this the new buffed version of this quest? Is it? Oh, I fucked up. Let me out of here. Go underneath him. Ah, okay. I fucked up. Phew, just barely alive. Might as well make auto chat for someone dying. Dope cat, no. Nah, we don't have a need for that. Oh my god. Can you please quit that? Oh my god, I fucked up. I fucked up so hard. No, I messed up my buttons. See, this is what happens when you keep switching games and controls and all kinds of stuff. Am I playing on motion controls? Yes, I have been playing on motion controls. I have always played on motion controls. Look at that aim. You can't stop this aim. How do you think I aim so well? Babo, no. That's right, I've just got a really steady hand. You will never unsee it. Oh, back up, back up. Oh, get slammed. Regain my stamina back. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just going to get a nice slow get up here since we are technically nearly invincible when that's happening. Oh, I fucked up. Come on, let me get my health back. Give it to me. There we go. Oh, I might be dead. Come on, put me on the ground. Not like that. All right. If there's an easier version of this quest, I'm posting that. I did not realize that this is like the hard version of the quest. Let me get my redo in real quick. And I will stick with Bo, actually. I do love this set. What is the easier version of this quest? All right, the bird is distracting me too much. Lol. No, the other one is the hard version. Are you serious? That wasn't the hard version? Is there a high rank version of it? Because we gotta fight two of those, right? Is the channel points reward put Babo in the buff armor? It's a little bit more than that. The hard version gives different stuff to make the character even more buff. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Well, I will work on that. Maybe that's the one that we do for. I think I have an idea for that one, but with bird hat. Let me see. There's not a. I wish that there was a high rank version of this. All right. I'm going to try posting it one more time. If we get it, then we get it. If not, then oh well. Let me pick up a set that actually like can deal even more damage, I guess. This set is pretty high damaging, but I think we really want something that's a little bit more tanky. I could run Hammer. Hammer's not bad. I have been thoroughly enjoying Hammer, and it does do some serious damage. The hard version stuff is perfect for Brawly cosplay. That's hilarious. Oh, you know, honestly, this might be the set. I think Dual Blades is a way to go. Because the damage on it is pretty decent. It's got pretty high ice, or pretty bad ice resistance, so it's going to be like decent in terms of the effects. And I probably won't get hit nearly as often because it's Dual Blades. You know, that's just the way Dual Blades are. Bum, dun, dun. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, no, that is the bow set that I currently run. It really exists to try and do like have infinite stamina using that combination of things, and it does work. You know, clearly there were moments where I just kept firing arrows for free. But it definitely has some other issues every once in a while. All right, let's make this thing happen. Nice, quick, easy. We're going to do insane damage. We're going to play perfectly. We're going to keep this monster pinned in place to the point where he can't even play anymore. It'll be fantastic. It's just one of them, right? The pressure. That's right. Nah, I don't expect. You know, we're just going to do our best. Worst case scenario is we don't get it. You know? May you cart like a master. I am the perfect carter. I'm gonna pierce the hell out of the trauma. That the good outlook. That's the way to do it. Not actually, but you know, whatever. I'm really excited for this Tears of the Kingdom stream coming up soon, because I think we're finally going to make more progress in the game. And like last two streams have literally been me attempting to make progress and then getting sidetracked on the way to making progress. So I think I'm finally going to reach a point where like the game continues. And then once we beat this game, I'm thinking like doing a very quick stream of either like an old game that I used to play a lot as a kid that I know I can beat in like 2 streams, or a and then after that it's going to be Paper Mario. OG Paper Mario for the N64, where we're going to do a lot of voice acting and read a lot of good dialogue, because Tears of the Kingdom is not good dialogue. Or who knows, maybe we do a Cave Story stream as you know, the in-between, because it is such a good game. Thank you for the buff. Ow. How's it going? It's going well. We are currently attempting to fight. I'm currently trying to finish making this piece of armor So that way I can open up a new channel points reward because it is important to having it. But other than that, we're having a good time. And then, yeah, we're doing a round robin hub. So, you know, a nice, chill, relaxing kind of stream. That's what we do here. Welcome, though. How are you doing today? Mesmerizing Cobra. I hope you're doing well today. Oh, I don't have a dodge. Lol. Very cool. I just, you know. Yeah, nice, I'm doing well. Yeah. So I take it you play Monster Hunter? And if so, what kind of weapon do you like to use and stuff like that? And do you play, like, you know, mostly we play Rise and GU, our Generations Ultimate on the Switch. Feel free to call me Mez or Cobra if you'd like. Oh, sure thing. I shall do exactly that. I will probably bounce between the two because that's just how it goes. Or I might even say your full name all of the time. We'll find out. Oh my god. Oh, that was a mistake. Alright, my timing is off. I am out of some sort of rhythm to be able to dodge things correctly. Let's fix that. I am distracting you, lol. No. I do not blame chat for anything. Except for my own faults. See, there we go. Focusing. See, if Frontier ruins DBS, dual blades for the next mission, Frontier has sharpen move that lets you do in between every move, and has true demon mode. That essentially is like the game's feral demon mode, but Frontier is slower and Rise. Interesting. I know very little about dual blades in games like Frontiers, mostly because I've just never played Frontiers. I can only make assumptions based on the little bit of knowledge I know about 3U. 4U is like the first Monster Hunter game I played, so any kind of games prior to that, I really have almost no knowledge on. This is a distraction message. Thank you. I run dual blades mostly in Rise. Been part of the game since Monster Hunter Freedom. I'm mostly familiar with the newer weapons and the way switch active turtles. Gotcha. Yeah, I mostly main heavy bowgun, but I've been branching out. Dual blades is one of the weapons I picked up pretty early on in this game, but it's because somebody was like, play and learn dual blades, and I was like, I think I can manage that. Interpret art, which is fantastic. I'm very happy that I'm interpret art. Wow, that was disappointing. I swear I hit you right in the butt. Uh-oh. If you want help, Baba will give you a tutorial on the weapon. I can, but it's not very good. My tutorials are not meant to be taken seriously. Unless I'm like playing heavy bowgun, and it's for a very unique style of heavy bowgun. So, you know, I can tell you how to play like me, if that's what you want. But is it optimal? I wouldn't say so. Like I know that special is okay, but it's not very good. I don't recommend that people actively use it if they're trying to be serious with the weapon. I just like it a lot. I think the mobility of it is interesting. Ooh, I can't believe I got hit by that. Well, I'm glad I ran into the heal, but please die already, Rajang. That would be most appreciated. I think I'm alright, but mostly soloing these days. Like the hyper aggressive dual blades, so I'm learning how to use the attacks midair for dodges. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing with that one special that I pop every once in a while. I can't remember the name of it. despite the fact that the game gives you a name. This thing, Spiral Slash, I really love that reel back animation because it can actually like enable you to dodge so much. And then other than that, like there's a couple of skills that like I would recommend for people if they're like interested in making certain things work. Like I use speed sharpening and evasion to help deal with the sharpness loss problem, but other people will run other things. You know, I wouldn't call it optimal by any means. Rajang shall never die. Instead, he shall just gather the Dragon Balls and resurrect. That's how it feels. Jesus. Oi! The midair exit demon mode can disengage. Yeah. Let that charge up. I believe in us. This isn't over yet. Good damage, good damage. Wow, that was so disappointing. Yo, Cobra, thank you so much for the follow. That means a lot. I spent all of Rise 9 using wire bugs because I just don't feel like reading. You know, that is totally fair. There's definitely certain weapons where like I tend to not use like the skills nearly as often as other ones. But I've really adopted the wire bugs into my gameplay just because it is like, I don't know, it's a fun mechanic. I enjoy aspects of it. I just want to hit him with something. Alright, he's swinging. He's a heal, I think. Oh, I really hoped I would land there and dodge something, but oh well. I also love mid-air enter demon mode. I think that's hilarious as like a way of like, you know, basically guaranteeing that you get to use your damage in that way. I just want to hit him with something to get slapped, basically. Such an angry dude. Why is Rajang so angry? What did he step on the Lego or something? I remember like hearing the phrase like they need to take a chill pill for the first time, and it like still like to this day I still just I always think of like some sort of like literal medication that you could take to make you calm down. Which I guess like the closest to that as an equivalent would be like marijuana. I mean, you're trying to kill him. I mean, this is true. I think they're called downers. Yeah, but like as like a kid, it always like kind of threw me off. Alcohol is one? Yeah. Although not everyone is chill when they're drunk, to be fair. I'm convinced this monster is designed after Blanca from Street Fighter. Like, I think that they saw Blanca in Street Fighter and they were like, what if you had to fight Blanca? And then they turned him into this. super convinced it's just a Super Saiyan. I mean, yeah, that it definitely one or the other. Am I gonna get hit by that? No, I guess not. I swear, that counter never works, and wow, I really thought... You know, it's like the one time I haven't dodged, like, the second he does that, and that was the only time he's hit me with that. Very cool. It is monkey. Just turns gold, then turns more gold. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. At least he doesn't go red. I think that'll confirm it. If the next Monster Hunter game features a like red Rajang that like loses its shit, or it goes back to black but is just like even more terrifying, then we'll know. I don't know. Blanca in Street Fighter 6 has that weird install thing. Or blue Rajang. That's true. That's true. It could be blue. Well, if it's Blanca, with Blanca Classic turns into Electric Eel move. Electric Eel move. I don't know if I'm familiar with the Electric Eel move. To be fair, though, I don't like play a lot of Street Fighter. I do enjoy watching it. Did I not get a sharpen off, or my weapon's really that unsharpened? I swear I ran off, sharpened my weapons, and it procced. Am I crazy? Thank you. Oh my god. Just so many buttons. This dude gets to press whatever button he likes, and you have to pay the consequences for it. Oh my god, he's in cap range. We cap here. Did I wake him up? I think I woke him up. I'm not normally one to advocate for capping, but this is an exception. We're just trying to get this one done. Jesus. I hate you. I'm not looking for Rajang materials. I got plenty of those. We don't need those. We're just looking for the like little thing that you get from completing the event quest. That sounds like Rajang. I found an HR Rajang. Really disappointed. I'm glad they upped his difficulty. Yeah. He's a rough monster. It's from one of the classic Street Fighter games where Blanca just emanates electricity and cannot be touched by physical hits. Oh, interesting. Sounds like nonsense. Buff badge. Fantastic. I don't play aerial dual blades. How do you stay in the air so long? So basically your A, right? When I hit the A button, I do that jump and overhead, and then when you tap down, it shoots you up into the air. And then you can do two, there's two skills that you can use. If you're in demon mode, you'll do like that spinny thing where you run across the monster's back if you hit A. If you're not in demon mode, you'll like go pass through the monster and change your positioning, and if you hit X, you'll stay in the same spot and spin in circles. That's basically it. All right, are you guys ready? Here it is. We're finishing this up. Last buff badge. See, when I said I don't need more Rajang materials, this is what I'm talking about. You see these numbers here? All right, here we go. So, I will unlock the new channel point reward. People were hinting at it. They came pretty close, but not perfectly. All right, it should be available. If you check your thing, I might have to actually make one quick change to it. Edit. Redemption cooldown. Cooldowns and limits. You can enter it once every 5 minutes. Yeah. Just to keep things reasonable. There it is, the buff bird. Why have I not got the chest piece? I have the chest piece. Don't worry about it. Layered equipment. So we keep the bird mask. And then we put on the rest of the stuff. So yes, it is supposed to be cursed as hell. We do keep our armor. So we can use whatever kind of equipment that we want. But the other caveat is that I can only use on-site items. I am no longer able to use any of the items that I would normally use. That is the one thing that makes this set hard. So all of these get put away. And we can only use... So there we go. It's the buff bird. Damn, he naked. And I'm honestly, I'm not super happy about the way the armor pigment works. So I'm going to change the pigment to, you know, look like a bronzen goddess, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that with the red underwear. And then we'll match the helmet to... Oh, wait, no. And then, yeah, we'll change the head to match the underwear. So... There we go. Damn, he naked. Train insane to get those gains. He looks like a tomato. There, does it look better now? I think it looks better. But we do still get to use our armor. Eventually, if we get the bigger, like the buffer bird, I don't know what to call it. It'll be a higher channel point reward. Curry tomato. We'll make it a higher channel point reward, and on top of that, I'll do armorless. Buff bird with charge blade, we can do that. No, it's switch axe. We're looking for charge blade. Where are my charge blades at? I know I got a couple of them in here. There we go. I'm the buffest bird. I'm the biggest bird. All right, Dope Cat, it is your turn to post. It would look better as buffer bird. We'll have a buffer bird request. It'll be different. And I do say, like, this stacks with the you can pick my weapon type, mostly because, you know, it just, you know, you can do whatever you want with, like, you know, if you just want no more items and then also make me look like this, we can do that. If I ever get the chance to join, I'm joining as a super buff grape flavored bird. Amazing. But yeah, no, we'll slowly unlock the buffer armor set. Let me save this layered equipment somewhere, so that way I can make it pretty easily. And then all I have to do is change the Kahoot mask and my pants. That'll be nice and easy like that. Can't join. Do you mind posting something else, Dope Cat? But yeah, no, we can definitely we can make this same set in GU, which is why I was like, you know, this could work in both. I might even have all the parts to make it in GU already. Oh, well, actually, wait, I forgot. There's not layered armor in GU. So we'd have to actually augment and like create a pigment, or what's it called? We'd have to do the really crappy thing. Not layered armor, but the other fangled mechanic that they have in that game. I know you haven't gotten to be actually hunt with us for a little bit, Rainy, due to, you know, quest things. Sorry about that. Oh no, when the bird mask comes off, it becomes so cursed. Does it? Walmart buff bird. What if we had 3 versions of the buff bird? The different upgrades. There's the buff bird, the buffer bird, and the buffest bird. I feel like we need an emote of this. Strongman bird. The skin color difference makes it so cursed. Oh, yeah. Again, it's supposed to be silly. It's the whole point of it. But for the record, the helmet never comes off. The only time that we don't have the bird mask on is when we do randomized sets. And this won't work with random. Well, I guess technically it would. I just don't want to pair it because one of the cool things about having a randomized set is seeing how garbage it looks once you finish making it. Because some of the armor pieces really don't work well together. Some of them do. We've had a couple of armor pieces where it's just like, wow, actually this works rather well. I'm shocked. We'll see what I remember about Charge Blade. The bird mask comes off when you eat. Oh, yeah, you know, that's true. That it does. Jesus Christ, dope cat. What the fuck, Bobo? Are you starting a cult? Everyone in bird masks? It wouldn't be the first time I've accidentally started a cult, but, I mean, you know, it's part of the thing, you know? Every single thumbnail that I make for a YouTube video has a bird mask in it. That is just the nature of it. Even GU. It's affected my GU thumbnails. Tis the nature of playing Monster Hunter. I have become Fox. No longer Dope Cat, but Dope Fox is spreading. Can't eat as a bird, 10 out of 10. Or 0 out of 10. You know, this is true. I do wish that, like, I like the mask. I just wish, like, there was more to be done with it sometimes. God, it is warm in here. I'm going to go turn on my ceiling fan on a higher setting because I'm not getting enough circulation in this room. Yeah, that's already significantly better. Who took all the potions? I took one. Yeah, I took one. I will kill you. A bit extreme there, Dope Cat, but I will allow it. Although I will say, avoid making statements like that in the chat. That is a little aggressive. I took them all without being in the lobby. Lol. Damn you, Hellfire. I should probably try and find some way to stretch out my potions because I do, in fact, only have 4. The Brewware is going to be very important. and making sure I don't cart immediately with absolutely no gear. So maybe, okay, this is what I'm thinking, right? We'll have the buff bird, the buffer bird, and then the buffest bird. And so the buff bird, right, will force me to don the buff outfit, and I will take no items with me. The buffer bird will allow me to take items, and will still maintain the same buff outfit, but it'll be a higher reward. But I cannot bring armor. And then the buffest bird is no items, no armor. Only on-site items and armor. Or no, only on-site items, no armor. There we go. So we do need to play at least a little cautiously. We're going to do this against this monster too, which is a little spooky. This is not a very chill monster sometimes. It is very easy to accidentally get hit by random things. It doesn't matter if you don't have armor, as every hit will one-shot you. This is kind of true. If I end up using heavy bowgun, it will also extend to ammo, and then it will also... oh my god. And I still eat from Moxie and things. Ow. Jesus. Okay, get a recovery in. Moxie will only work once per hunt. Sometimes that's all you need. In all honesty. Although I do think that Defender High probably won't save me. But that's true. You know, if Moxie doesn't kick in, then... Again, I'm a little hesitant to not bringing any armor with me because of the reason that, like, again, it just does... It's so detrimental to not have... Not be able to take a hit without dying. Yeah, that's the first time I've pulled that off proper. Would you believe me that I've never actually been able to counter with this weapon before? Oh, that would have been a good time to counter. Nothing saves you other than Moxie Fortify. It doesn't even help. Yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of it. There we go. Get a nice para on him. Or stun. Bowgun shield does allow you to live a single hit. Interesting. We'll have to just find creative ways around it. I think that's generally the... But some items are helpful. You know, I do use barrel bombs. I am a sleep bomber. Even with no armor, blocking with romance is overpowered. I'm just blocking in general is a fantastic, like, just ability to have. You know, you can mitigate so much damage just with well-timed blocks and stuff. Although I am still trying to think about the best way to do this. Like, no armor runs in GU was really supported with the fact that you had access to Adept style. You know, like, if you were running Adept, all you basically had to do was be good at the game, and you can, like, mitigate every single bit of damage in the game. That's it. It's that easy. In this game, that is not the case. In fact, it's very much so not the case. It's so much easier to get hit in this game than it is in GU by, like, a staggering amount. So, like, basically, I'd be forced to, like, use weapons that have counters on them, if that makes sense, if I really wanted to be able to do it justice. Oh, that's sad. What is he doing over there? Sad. I was going to try and counter that, but bad timing. But yeah, no. If I was going to do, like, no armor, I'd basically be forced to use weapons that have counters on them. You know? So basically, I'd be limited to, like, longsword, sword and shield, switch axe. Like, there's, I guess technically heavy bowgun would work too. So now I'm thinking about a lot of weapons in this game have counters. Ow. Get the big heal. Thank you, Brewware. Brewware is saving my ass right now with these big heals. Jesus. I hate this monster so much sometimes. You just go in and explode. No, my shield! I just wanted to charge it. But no, apparently that was too much to ask for. Jesus. Just running everywhere. At least we got the tail. That's nice. Tail is a good cut. And it's not necessarily easy to get the tail on Basil. I always struggle to cut off the tail of this monster. So. And we got a Cortex from it. Wonderful. I love cutting off the tail of a monster and not getting the tail. Oh my god. Solid stuff. Taking him out. Not bad at all. Even with the lack of healing equipment, this was a pretty not bad quest. It would have been worse if I hadn't picked up the Brûlure and the what is it, the escargot, the healing snail. Ooh, a Grand Flux. That sounds fancy. All right, I'm gonna grab this shiny over here, and then I'm gonna run to the bathroom. But I do believe after this, it is Sora's turn to post, and then we'll move on to Rainy Day's turn. I love how most of the time cutting off a tail doesn't change the moveset of a monster. You're correct, but it does alter the way the fight ends up being playing out. Because like you don't have to spend nearly as much time focusing on distancing yourself from tail sweeps and things like that. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. GG, guys, and have fun. All right. Thank you for hanging out so much, Poaching New. It's fantastic having you here. Okay, I'm glad I got all the parts. In that case, we have an open spot. Anyone is welcome to jump in. There is, you know, just let me know if anybody wants to jump in. I can reserve this spot for you and keep a rando from hopping in. But if nobody wants it, we'll let the randos try and jump in. I do believe it is now Cloudy's turn to post. Oh, Rainy. Ah, AR already jumped in. Fantastic. I do believe that they are in chat. Time to watch shit with Charge Blade. Charge Blade's a fun weapon. It's definitely not my normal cup of tea, but it is fun. All right. Goodbye, Buff Bird. I've already taken it as I was waiting. You know, that's fair. And it is entirely yours to take. I didn't realize that you had jumped into the lobby when I made that announcement. But, I mean, it makes sense because, you know, I was in the bathroom for a minute and a half. But, you know, who's counting? My hair falling into my mouth. How uncomfy. That's Babo, Dopecat, AR. It's Babo, Dopecat, or me or MT on the screen. Do we do AR first? We can. AR, do you want to post first, or Rainy, do you want to post first? I do not skip their turn. I think under normal circumstances in this situation, it would be your turn, Rainy, or Calm Storms. And then it would be AR's turn to post on the next bout. But, I mean, I really don't care. I'm chill with whatever. That's fair. Yeah, AR, go ahead and post. Jesus, another buff bird. I'll wait. Okay. Then in that case, rainy post. Someone post something. I need to start collecting more of these things. It's been a hot minute since I've done any AR quests. I need to get back on the AR grind a little bit. But that's something that maybe I'll do, I don't know. Magma Ultron. Almudron. There we go. Very fun. I cannot wait to paralyze it. Insurance, because why not? Defender and Moxie. Anytime I get like one of the other defense skills that's like random, such as insurance, it throws me off every single time. I'm the buff great bird indeed. Is that the buffer great bird? It is. Not buff armor, buffer armor. This ain't your daddy's buff. Alright, time to start making more tea. Yeah. Also, I'll say this. Today I've had more coffee today than I have in my entire life. For those of you who are new here, I did start a new job at a cafe, and so I spent most of my morning learning how to make drinks, and as a result, drinking said drinks, or at least test tasting them. To which I learned that there's a lot of really interesting things about coffee. Like I'm surprised at how delicate coffee is in regards to affecting the way things taste. Because like when I was so today I spent most of the day making espresso, and the thing that I really learned mostly about espresso is that it's all about technique. If you like don't do things right, everything tastes either really bitter or really burnt. And like you can actually make a really nice cup of coffee that's like lighter and like why the hell are there kids screaming outside that sound like they're being attacked? I sure hope that's not the case. Poke your head out the window. Make sure everyone's okay. But yeah, no, I learned a lot today about coffee, and actually found out that I'm not so as against coffee as I thought I was. Maybe I never like had a nice cup of coffee, but you know, today I was like, you know, I could actually drink one of these every once in a while. Will I drink one every day? No, because I don't need that. But it is like a nice little way of treating myself and waking up. I will stick to my tea, but I think I could be happy with a cup of coffee every once in a while. And on where we go to keep the monster pinned in place. It will not stand a chance. Ooh, cutscene. I will say one of my favorite parts about having Rainy here is rewatching all the cutscenes. Who goes there? A second time, tension rising like the heat in the rocks. But there is no time to answer. For the lord of this domain has risen from the fiery depths, smiling fearlessly, boiling drops gliding down its face. Unfazed by an onslaught of flames, it spreads its own blazing fire in return, as if to decide the pitiful sparks of its insolent prey. Spooky monster. Wait, you're not a Cantor. I know, that's how I felt when I see this thing. Every single time. Bootleg a Cantor. I am in the process of trying to get moved out of my grandparents' house, and there has been I found a house or an apartment that's only $475 a month, which is really not that bad. Not only that, but I would be taking over somebody's. I can't tell if I'm subleasing or taking over somebody's lease, but that cheap. There is some things that I'm a little bit spooked of. Generally, the cheaper the apartment, the less nice it is. Although sometimes it's due to location more so than it is other things. But it is cheap. It's definitely the cheapest thing I've found since moving here. All right. Oh, Palico lives rent-free in there. Listen, a Palico can live rent-free in my home if it wants to. Just has to show up. And be a relatively good roommate, obviously. We don't stand for bad Palico roommates. Oh. Yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up again. Interesting. So that like little... Oh my god. Big heals for everyone. Oh my god, I am messing up my combos here. Oh my god, I'm alive. Give everyone free boosts. Another big heal for everyone. Wait, what do the cats do anyway? What do you mean, what do the cats do anyway? What would they do in my apartment? I don't know. Hang out. Play the Palico Rally song every once in a while. Maybe we can make music together. I don't know. I can't believe that hit me from up there. That makes me so sad. Awesome. Let's do a nice triple bounce here against the same wall. pattern. I cannot get the timing down on my dodges against this thing. Like, I cannot get my status trigger to activate at all. Jesus. Big heal for everyone. Pop my free meal. On this set, it's good for me to heal pretty much as often as possible. Mostly just because, like, again, I have free meal and I also have wide range, so anytime I heal, it's a heal for everyone. Damn. Man, I do not fight this monster often enough. That is all I'm gonna say about this thing. Because I literally don't understand its attack patterns right now. Yo, anyone see that ML? I caught part of it. Your healing just allows me to never stop spinning. Good! That's as it should. That is basically what this set exists to do, is it enables everyone else to spin as often as possible. I provide healing, I provide stun, both in terms of, you know, KO and in paralysis. And then on top of that, you know, I pull aggro every once in a while, and every time I get hit, I use healing. And I constantly, you know, I don't have to sharpen hardly ever because of Heaven Sent. I don't have to worry about my stamina almost hardly ever because of Heaven Sent. And because I can do things out of shield. This doesn't look like catching up to One Piece. I watched One Piece last night. You can chill out. I'll be up to date by tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Yeah, by tomorrow. I expect to be up to date by tomorrow. I ain't got nothing going on tomorrow. Another mantle, Jesus. I have a system, Raze, okay? And the system is I play games at night for a little while, and then before I go to bed, I watch about an hour's worth of anime, and I do a bunch of, like, sit-ups and stuff, and then I call it a day. Have they found the One Piece yet? We're getting there. We're actually getting very close. Whatever the One Piece is. But I did just watch the fall of a very long-standing villain for the past, I don't know, 7 years. So that was pretty cool. Got to watch that last night. Let's see. Yep. I think it's my turn to post, which I'm going to go ahead and give it to Rainy. We're getting there, 1,000 episodes in. I think I'm a little past that, like 1,067, if my memory serves correctly. I technically have it pulled up right now. I could easily look, but whatever. I'd have to mess with the randomizer. I don't want to do that. The One Piece is just the show, and they find the actual show inside the show. There's more? Yes, there's more than 1,000 episodes. In fact, I kind of expect it to end somewhere close to 1,500 episodes at the rate that we're going at. Oh shit, Frontier Monster? I have no idea what it is. Because, like, to my knowledge, I'm assuming that we have at least, like, 2 to 3 more arcs left. If not, like, you know, that's like the bare minimum. And at this point, each arc is slowly getting longer and longer. Like early One Piece, I think an arc might last like 24 episodes or something like that. Yeah, this monster. I didn't know what we were fighting. But I might bring back, I think I'm going to bust out Hammer for this. Using some Hammer. We just started one in the manga. Yeah. After the longest arc. No, this past arc has been like 200 episodes. So, you know, and like things have only been getting longer. So I really do expect One Piece to kind of like end around 1,500, assuming we have 3 arcs left. and if, like, you know, they've been as nearly drawn out as this one has been, which I expect them to, because there's a lot of plot holes that they need to finish filling. So, longest arc thus far. Keep that in mind, Rays. Thus far. You never know. We might have a 300 episode long arc, you know, a 500 chapter long arc or something insane. I could see it happening. Now, if any of you in chat are actually interested in watching One Piece and you're not already, you can start, but I think you should read it because 1,000 episodes is a exhaustingly, like, terrible waste of time. So I don't recommend it. I don't think there will be one that long. I don't know. There's some parts that I'm, like, kind of fishy on. Wano's finishing up everything since Punk Hazard. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but I could see them doing that again, you know? I'll relay a message from my friend when I ask him about One Piece. Do it. I want to hear people's input. But, again, I think of One Piece actually very similar. The 669 episode long arc. He said the squeeze isn't worth the juice. Yeah, no, that's the perfect way to phrase it. Holy shit. I love that. You know, it's just like RuneScape in that regard. I don't know if any of you guys have even know about RuneScape anymore. It's an odyssey. A little bit, yeah. Luffy gets stuck in a snake for like 40 episodes again. No! Yeah, you have to know what you're getting into, first off. And second off, it's not going to be nearly as entertaining to you in the modern age as it's going to be as to people like me who've been watching anime since, like, I don't know, who's like started with One Piece and Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Like, anime has come so far and improved so much since One Piece, and One Piece still relies on the early fundamentals that made old anime like what it is. And so it's an old style anime, kind of updated, kinda, but not really. This is where it dwells quietly, blending into its environment. And if any should appear to disturb its peaceful slumber, they will soon find out that this mistake will cost them their lives. Angry monster. Asbestos. Yeah, Narkuga. But yeah, so again, it's a long ass series, and you really have to be willing to sit through it to a degree. And, you know, again, RuneScape is a classic. I consider One Piece to be a classic. But, you know, I don't recommend RuneScape to the modern day gamer. It's really just that simple. You know, there are lots of things I would recommend to people to play, but there are certain games that they should never play, and RuneScape is one of them. It's good because of nostalgia. It's good because of some, like, types of mechanics that are, like, you know, interesting. But at the end of the day, it's an archaic game running on an archaic system, and it really misses the mark on a lot of the, you know, modern day gaming things that make games good. All of Dressrosa happened in one day, 150 episodes. Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine trying to, like, finish one episode or, like, finish a single day in the anime and it takes you that long? It's absurd. And, like, you know, One Piece literally, like, relies on flashbacks to keep its story intact, because every time there's anything that happens at any point in time, you have to let everyone who hasn't seen this episode know exactly what happened before in order to make it significant in the now. But in the end, it results in, like, 10 billion flashbacks throughout the course of, you know, things, and it ends up resulting in some really, really hard to watch anime. There's no way that broke head. And this thing is not weak in the face. Once I finished up Final Fantasy, I don't know what that is. I'm going to assume it's 17. Online, I should be fine. You would think so. But there are some aspects. There's just old things. I hate fighting this game, needed him for armor. He has a lot of good equipment, but yeah, he's a giant pain in the ass. I'll be the first to admit that he's a gigantic pain in the ass. Babo, you might need reading glasses. Look, you typed in FFIX. Look, it's not reading glasses. I just haven't. There's no Final Fantasy 17. Look, you typed it in Roman numerals. The last time I had Roman numerals memorized was like over 10 years ago. To be fair, oh my god, I got... Oh, Final Fantasy 14. Okay. Am I still... No, he shot 2 fireballs at me? Oh my god, this is so bad. Please, please stop. He literally comboed me from one fireball into the other. It was so bad. Yo, thank you for the subscription. My good friend, Raze. Raze is a close friend of mine, so for any of you who are seeing this for the first time, he's super cool. He used to do, what is it? You used to stream every once in a while, didn't you? You did Pokemon randomizer stuff back in the day. Are you still streaming, or do you just not anymore? I could. Maybe we'll have to do something together sometime. Please leave. Oh my god, you hit me, but you didn't knock me out of the stun. Why would you do that? I don't have anything better to do at the moment. That's fair. But yeah, no. He's also a Smash player. He plays P+ like I do. I used to do P+ streams with a friend of mine, Fab. But I haven't talked to them in a while, and the net play is really not that good, and my internet's not really that good. So that's part of the reason why I don't do P+ streams anymore like I used to. I want to knock him out. There we go. Nope, that wasn't it. I did a quiz show a while ago that I streamed. Oh yeah, I watched that. That was hilarious. That's where I found out that the speedrunner that I'd been watching for Super Monkey Ball also was a top 10 PR member on California. That was hilarious. An amazing discovery. Are they gonna fight? Or are they just gonna stand there? All right, once I KO the monster, I'm going to throw this Thunder Beetle, and then we're going to KO it again. That is how this is going to go. This will be a perfect opportunity for me to knock him out. Assuming we get this knockdown. Got him. There we go. You gotta dip. Just realized you gotta do something. That's totally understandable. No worries. If anybody wants to hop in, we have an open spot available. But I hope you manage to take care of your stuff, Dope Cat. Be safe out there. Alright, we're gonna get some... do some nice burn damage over time. Yeah, no, if anybody wants to hop in, the current open spot is now available. You can get some kind of KO potential here. Dope Cat has left my lobby. Some good hits there. So are we going for wall bounces? That we are. Okay. Which means I can go for a Thunder Beetle. And then once we get him into the stun... Oh my god, I have the stamina for this. Woof! Come on. Good, 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 good. Alright, that should hit him. It whiffed! I am so saddened by that. I cannot believe that whiffed. Swing and a miss. Sad. I can't believe I whiffed at the end there. Well, not too bad. I definitely, I love Hammer. It's honestly so much fun to play with. But again, thank you so much for the Prime sub raise. It means so much to me. I need to get some more emotes. I might request some help with that eventually from a friend of mine who made my first emote and only emote. Big great sword hits. So sloppy with Charge Blade. I am too. It's a kind of a bizarre weapon, in my opinion. Because like it requires it has combos. It has add another one to the fruit counter. Very well. We shall do exactly that. Oh, add a bunch to the fruit counter. Actually, I was about to eat 2 more fruits, so I'm going to put that back down to 5-9 and eat them. I'm sorry, I was literally in the process. You saw my arm over here? When you see my arm raised like this, or me dipping down and away from the camera, it's generally me getting fruit. Especially right now, because the fruit counter is just so incredibly high. Impossible to mitigate. Alright, I do believe it is AR's turn to post now. We're going to go ahead and win the lottery real quick, as we do every single time. Dino has joined the lobby, but they are not even close to Master Rank. So I'm afraid that Dino is going to have to go. I don't normally kick people, but, you know, there is a limit to, you know, what AR I do, or not AR, but MR that I prefer to have. Like, even if you're MR1, as long as you're, like, kind of on the grind, that's fine. You know, I'm down to help out, but I don't know. I don't want to do high rank quests. Sorry. I basically got nothing unless I switch to my ult. That's fair. Banish them. No. It's not a banishment. If they come back, you know, maybe I'll let them know what's up. I'll type a message or something, but I also don't want to be like in their face about it, if that makes sense. Like, hey, I'm streaming, you can't play with me, but you know, because that feels really, really mean to do. I mean, what I've been doing is I've just been giving Rainy Day my quests and posting keys, so that way we can get their MR higher up. If you really have nothing to post, you know, I'm trying to catch Rainy up to us, so that way maybe we can start doing some anomaly rank stuff eventually. That, or, you know, if you're working on a set, just post whatever you need for the set. Or if there's like a piece of armor you want equipment for, you know. Post whatever. Whatever your heart pleases. I think my alt is even lower than Rainy if you want to help with that. I mean, I'm more than willing to. But, I mean, you know, it's whatever. I'm just here to play. I've got 45 more minutes of playing. Oh, it's Time Lord. I want the Espina's Charge Blade. Yeah, I mean, do whatever. I'll keep that spot open for you. Nice to meet you. Very, very good. Very good. Oh, Mutual White Fluff has joined. Oh, that's you. Fantastic. There we go. Do you need to fight a LR Raytheon? An LR Raytheon? Wait, I can't buy it? What do you mean you can't buy it? I don't know what you're talking about. It's a rushed account for getting the female exclusive layered armors. Gotcha, gotcha. Understandable. We're just doing whatever. I need a Raytheon shell. I'm sure we can find one. Raytheon is not a difficult monster for me. There are a handful of monsters that like I still consider to be pretty difficult, and like, you know, like for example the Almadron, whatever that is. That's kind of a tricky monster for me because I don't fully understand it. When is the League of Legends learning stream? We did that once. I don't know. I keep uninstalling League. So maybe eventually we can turn it into something, but for the most part, you know, I don't know. Too many slurs, I get it. No, I mean, I've only played League once, and it's always with friends. That's like kind of like the only way I play certain games like that. Same thing with Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch on my own. Don't play League on my own. I don't play Apex on my own. Like, you know, those are all games that like I play with friends because it's more fun that way. I know you only play League with friends. We're in the same Discord, Rays. But like, yeah, I'd be totally down to do kind of a stream like that. It would probably be on a Wednesday because as of right now, I do have a, I actually do have a functioning schedule. I used to play League and Kindred mid. Interesting. I played Kindred mid. But yeah, no, I'm using Wednesdays as kind of like an experimental day to do kind of like whatever. Like Thursdays and Saturdays are Monster Hunter Rise. Fridays and Mondays are Monster Hunter GU, and then as of right now, it's Sundays and Tuesdays are currently Tears of the Kingdom, but that changes depending on whether or not I've beaten the game. So like, you know, that's like my RPG, you know, I get to voice act a little bit, I get to do some stupid shit, you know. That's my single player days. Let's put it that way. And then Wednesday is kind of like the experimental, we can kind of do whatever we want kind of day, which has been mostly Mario Kart and Guilty Gear Strive, but I am more than open to changing it to other things, you know. I stopped playing because I got too toxic and tilted. And I think that's, you know, here's the thing, right? Video games are meant to be fun. Like, literally yesterday, like last night, right? I streamed Guilty Gear, and I was like, you know, I'm working on some stuff. I could come back to this evening and keep playing some more. So I did. In fact, I do believe that Raze was actually in that Discord call with me. And at a certain point, I was just like, we're stopping. I'm getting upset. Like, every character in this game is not fun to fight against right now. Generally, like, I can have a pretty good time when I play games, but, like, at a certain point, you get, like, a little too tilted, and you're just like, okay, you know, I need a break. I need to stop getting so obsessed over playing certain characters and, you know, dealing with nonsense. Like, I know I'm better than what it is I'm playing at right now, and part of the reason why I'm not playing well is because I'm not thinking and I'm tired and all that stuff. And then, you know, you stop. But, like, if the game is always like that every single time you play, if you stop having fun playing the game, you should probably pick up a new game. And I guarantee you'll have more fun that way, you know? And if video games aren't fun anymore, maybe it's time to put down video games, you know? I have plenty of friends that don't play video games anymore, and it's not because, you know, it's not because of some moral high ground or anything. It's just because they stopped being fun after a while. And I totally get that. Like, as somebody who, like, I'll play games at night with friends. And that's, like, pretty much the only time I'll play games outside of stream. And even sometimes you guys see me play games on stream with friends. Or, like, if I'm working towards a project for stream, you know, that's the other thing I'll play games on stream for is, you know, if I got something big I'm working on and I like, you know, the buff armor thing. That would have been something I do off the stream normally. But I thought a bit about it today, so, you know, I thought, I don't have anything I'm working on currently. Spin move. Pokemon Unite is the same way. I thought about getting into Pokemon Unite at one point. My cousin really got into it. But I don't know. I will say that, like, when it comes to Pokemon Unite, I don't think people, like, there are people who take it competitively, you know, and, you know, props to them. But, like, the issue with a lot of games, especially on the Switch, is that a lot of people don't take it competitively. You know, think about the kind of people that own a Switch. You know, it's a lot of casual players, and so people don't really get into Pokemon Unite. And it's a free game. On top of that, it's free. So it's not like, you know, it's something that people are like, oh my god, it's a Pokemon game. And then they pick it up and they play it, and, you know, they have fun with it, but they're not going to be competitive in the same way that we expect people to be with, I don't know, other games. The whole casual lobby system is full of competitive players. I mean, yeah, I absolutely, you know, you expect that too, right? People will take, when the ability to take a game seriously exists, there's going to be a competitive group of people. Oh, I missed. Okay, we got the KO. That's all that mattered there. Please tell me this hits. Yeah, big damage. Sad. that was good. Thoroughly enjoying my water strike. Take a little bit of damage. But yeah, no. Like, I can see Pokemon Unite being incredibly competitive and super fun as a competitive game, but I just don't expect everyone to be competitive with it. And especially in both a competitive and in a casual way. Like, if you pick competitive mode, there's going to be people who want to be competitive, but don't actually spend the time to actually, like, put in the effort. Does that make sense? Like, I'm one of those people. When I play Overwatch, I can play decently. I can make good moves. I can pick good targets and, you know, make good decisions. But I'm never going to be as good as somebody who plays the game competitively because I just don't have the time investment for it. And when I pick it up, even if I, you know, roll into comp, I'm going to take it seriously, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to keep up. And that's fine. And I think, actually, Overwatch is a good example of what happens when you turn a game that normally costs money to play and is competitive into a game that's free to play and is competitive. Because, you know, when it's free, people can do whatever they want. Oh, I fucked that up. Man, Water Strike is way too non-committal. Like, you can just throw that out and then dodge. Oh, I tried to Water Strike there. It's fine. They pushed me into the Healing Cloud. Still in the Healing Cloud. I should sharpen. Oh, I guess I'm riding this dude now. Lol. Oh my god, he hit me in midair. Yeah, we'll do the Mountain Punisher now. We can finish this off here. I don't know if I hit him or not. He kind of swung around at a weird angle. If it did hit, it was very silly. Look at all them parts. Not a bad fight at all. Now that the quest is over. I know, now you can actually talk. I can talk and speak my mind freely, but, you know. Funnily enough, that's actually part of the reason why I love streaming Monster Hunter Rise, is because, or Monster Hunter as a whole, is because I play this game often enough, and I have a strong enough, like, understanding of the game to not, like, cart all the time, that I can oftentimes look away and read chat, like that. mid-fight and, you know, keep up with it in a relatively positive way. It's part of the reason why this game is so much fun to me. Because it really does feel like, you know, what is it? There's a Game Grumps episode where somebody was talking about how when they do telephone interviews, they actually will play Mario Kart in the background during the interview, because it allows for them to speak their minds without having to think nearly as much, because like you're doing something in the background. Yo, Ink of Night, thank you for the follow. And I feel like this game actually does that for me quite a bit, because I'm not thinking. I'm just like, I mean, occasionally I will if I'm taking things like seriously, but in reality it's like, oh yeah, you know, I swing the sword, I dodge at the right times, I do the things, and it feels good. You know, it's a dopamine machine. Have I seen any of Baldur's Gate? I have not. But how are you doing today, Ink of the Night? It's very cool to have you here. I hope you enjoy your stay. Problem with League for me is everyone is toxic. I get toxic and tilted. Most of the time when I'm doing good, I'm fucked by the teammates who can only go 40-0 and still lose his Kindred. No champs are fun to play against because most of the main lane is full of assassins, which you can't fight. Yeah, no, I mean, that's, you know, generally that's been my experience with League as well from the very few times I've played it. You know, I can see why it'd be a fun game. It's just not for me. And the environment is not for me. That's part of the reason why I love Monster Hunter 2. Man, everyone here is so kind and nice and chilling. It's super awesome. I'm good, just chilling. Nice to have you, though. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Babotosh, as you can tell by the screen and character and whatever. I play Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter GU, both on the Switch. I don't play a whole lot of PC Monster Hunter. And generally speaking, and I've also occasionally play the RPG. We stream, I think, somewhere close to 6 days a week. That might be adjusted as soon as my work schedule gets figured out. But yeah, and I am a heavy bowgun main, despite the fact that I seem to rarely play it anymore. But no, it is still my best weapon, so, you know. That's just a little update as to who I am. And I welcome you here, and I hope that you enjoy your stay. I do believe it is Rainy's turn to post. Yeah. So feel free to post, Rain, or Calm Storms. See, Assassin's Hard. I'm also yeah. They're just talking about League stuff in chat. I don't play League. You know, they're trying. At one point, somebody was like, "You should stream League," and I'm like, "I don't know about that. Maybe one day." Path to royalty. But yeah, nice. I just started Rise a month ago in high rank now. Charge Blade main. Really enjoying the game. Oh man, it's so much fun. Is it your first Monster Hunter game, or is it just like, you know, you thought it looked cool and you picked it up? I started with 4U myself, but obviously I can't stream that very easily because it's on the 3DS. Okay, you played World. Gotcha. So, new gen player. I started with the old gen. But it's fun to play both. I thoroughly enjoy GU. If you're looking for more like a different kind of Monster Hunter experience, highly recommend GU when you get the chance. But definitely finish Rise. You know, play. Have your fun with Rise. When you're tired of Rise, maybe pick up GU. But I am biased. It's you know, I am very easily hit by nostalgia in comparison to many other people. So as a result, my opinions tend to be a little bit biased towards the things I'm nostalgic of. We had like a whole discussion earlier about Pokemon, and I was like, yeah, I really like Alpha, Sapphire, and Omega Ruby. And part of the reason for that is because Sapphire and Ruby were my first... well, Sapphire was actually my first video game I ever owned. So it has a soft spot for me, and I had such a joyous experience playing that as a kid that... And then in, you know, high school playing through Alpha, Sapphire, and Omega Ruby. Like, really, it was just, it was a treat to watch them be remade into something equally as cool. But again, very biased. Pokemon fun. Pokemon can be fun. Old Pokemon is fun. Some of the newer stuff falls off. Your first was Silver. Solid. I think I did play some of Crystal at one point, but I never really got into it in the same way that I was into Sapphire and Ruby. Like, I had a friend that owned, what is it, Silver? And that was really cool. My first Pokemon was Blue and then Yellow. Sick. I have a cartridge of Yellow. I've been meaning to actually sit down and really play it, but I never got around to it. Paraset doing exactly its job as intended. That's right, I will uppercut you. Oh, this is so messed up. I am so sorry, Raytheon. I started with Blue. Again, all very good Pokemon games. I will say, like, the first time I ever got into competitive Pokemon was, in fact, X and Y, actually. I never really considered Pokemon to be competitive until that point. Okay, I don't even know what kind of rank that was. That was silly. Do you switch weapons for fun, for a monster type reason? Mostly just for fun. At this point, I'm at a point in the game where I will willingly fight any monster with any weapon just because I can. But there are certain weapons where, like, if we fail a hunt against a specific monster, I will swap over to something that is a little bit more serious. Like this set I'm using right here, not a serious set. It has, like, it's good, don't get me wrong. Like, it can do stuff. As you can see, it parried the monster twice and KO'd it. But, like, in terms of damage, the damage is so bad that it really fails in many other regards. I also have an aerial greatsword set, which is very cool and very fun, and actually does some decent damage, but it's, like, not really serious. If I, like, ever need to play optimally and, like, with the best of my ability, I just switch to heavy bowgun. But there are definitely monsters that are easier with certain weapons, by all means. Like, you know, I just don't tend to conform to whatever kind of thing. Or if I do, I'm, like, not even thinking about it. Maybe I'll be like, oh, we're fighting Rajang. I don't know if I want to use Gun Lance. You know? Right, it just feels grindy. It is a little bit of a grind towards the end. But, like, I don't know. It has a good loop, in my opinion. Like, the idea of choreografting is really cool to me. I'm going to go ahead and let Rainy post one of their keys as my turn. I know that you're, like, working on stuff, Fluff, but this is your alternate. We're trying to get Rainy up to date on their main, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them go ahead and post something. Post a... I don't know if Time Lord is in chat, so I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, let them do. I'm excited to get to Sunbreak. I'm not going to lie, Sunbreak is significantly better than base. Like, there is, like, it is a big chunk of DLC. I highly recommend it. I'm excited for you to get to Sunbreak. Last night, I was actually watching Ray's play through Hollow Knight. Very good game, by the way. But, like, you know, watching like people play through a game and then, like, have that enthralling experience of, like, oh, this is so cool, you know, of, like, you know, learning about the game and doing things differently and stuff like that is such a rewarding experience. Like, if you streamed Ink of the Night, for example, I would absolutely 100% love to, like, watch how you know, you get to explore Sunbreak in that kind of way. Oh my god, thank you for the subscription. Highly appreciate it. Can't believe I got two subscribers in one stream. It's amazing. I don't know if I should use this set. I don't think we got the damage anymore. Oh man. Thank you so much though. That means a whole lot. We are currently working on a sub goal for doing every single EX hunt in GU, which if you're not familiar with what that is, GU is, you know, Generations Ultimate, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I know, I appreciate it so much. Oh, that's right, I'm on standby. Basically what it would do, EX monsters are like the hardest parts of, or like the hardest monsters in the game. It's kind of ridiculous. You're actually going to stream Hollow Knight today? Sick. In that case, let me give you a nice little shout out, Mr. Ray's PM 24. That's the wrong keyboard. Lol. I have two keyboards on my desk, one plugged into my Switch and the other one plugged into my There we go. One plugged into my Switch and one plugged into my computer. So I can do shout outs and then I can also type in chat real fast. Reeled at its mistress's command. They close in, cling on, subdue, restrain. Until they engulf their prey in flame. That's so brutal, baked and strung like a glazed ham. Trying to do a shout out in Monster Hunter, I see. No, I'm trying to copy and paste in Monster Hunter, you see. But yeah, no. If anybody wants to check out Ray's play Hollow Knight, they're a super cool dude. I know them in real life, and they've always been a fantastic friend. So, you know. And if you like Hollow Knight's such a cool game. If you haven't seen it before, highly recommend you check it out. It's a Metroid-like, or it's a Metroidvania platformer, whatever kind of game. It's really cool, combat-oriented platforming. It's oh god, it's so much fun. No, honestly, my playthrough of Hollow Knight was one of my favorite set of streams I ever did. I don't know if that's still... I don't know if I got all the recordings for that. If I did, it's up on YouTube, but man, it's been a long time since the last time I've played Hollow Knight. Be right back? Yeah, no problem. Alright, we'll grab that last piece of health there, and then we'll warp. God, having all the campsites is just like so nice. This map has always been my least favorite map up until the point where I unlocked this campsite, which was basically about 2 months ago. And I've been streaming this game for about 2 years now. No, not 2 years. Since it came out. The point is I've been streaming this game since it came out, and now I'm finally like actually enjoying this map for the first time. You have none of them? I highly recommend you fix that. I mean, it's not broken per se. When I say fix, you know, I don't mean like it's broken, but you know, it definitely speeds things up a little bit for me in a way that's incredibly beneficial. Oh, dodge, 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 keep rolling, keep rolling. Yeah, status trigger. Spin. Right, I'm bouncing. That's what's going on. I'm like, why am I not getting my combo out? Another status trigger. Pop destruction oil. Ooh, get hit by that. Oh yeah, this monster is going to be... this monster telegraphs really hard. So this is actually kind of a perfect set in terms of being able to do stuff. But speed... Let's see if Vortex jumps into the actual hunter here. That'd be pretty nice. A little extra help. Or if they're just going to sit there in the lobby and occupy a spot. That's also a possibility. I've seen both. Not a bad start, though. You know, it just occurred to me, I haven't had my cat with me this whole time. That is why there's only 2 names there. Normally, there's a 3rd name when there's 3 people in the hub, and it's because my cat exists. I have been hunting this whole time without a Palico. Why? Why do I do this to myself? I'll tell you why. It's because I end up taking pictures for thumbnails and the cat gets in the way. But still, I'm making poor decisions. Vortex has posted a quest. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Oh man, I totally failed that. I can't believe that hit me. I was above it. I'm so sorry that counter did not kick in for you. I saw that. You did not deserve that. Yeah, I really can't get stuns in here like I want to because of the fact that his things are so sharp that my white sharpness just does not cut it anymore. Solid, solid, solid. No monster nearby. We're just going to do a couple of hits here. I'm going to keep him in the same spot to the best of my ability. Just to make things nice and consistent. Do a 6-hit? I have no idea how to do a 6-hit, if you even can. Oh, I do a 6-hit. Heart. Thank you. I don't know if anybody else here noticed that. How are the hunts streaming? Yeah, they're going fantastic. How are you doing, Radiance? Welcome. I would say you could join us, but I think actually, maybe I'll be able to do it from here. I can't kick them from here. Somebody jumped into our lobby, and it is very unfortunate. But no, they're going pretty well. You know, just running some sword and shield for the heck of it. Because, you know, it's a fun weapon. It's one of my favorites. And it's treating me very well currently. I've not had a better sword and shield day. But yeah, Things have been going well. I started my new job this week. It's been fantastic. I really actually enjoy it, and it's been a while since I've done anything in customer service. So, in front-facing customer service, I've done back-facing several times now. Oh, I fucked that up. Wrong special. Stall. Ow. Spin move. Oh man, the spin move failed. I can finally get some potions. Lol. But how have you been doing? What's new with you? Now today's actually been a fantastic stream day. We've had 2 new subscribers, which is super cool, and a couple new followers, 2 raids. It's been like actually incredibly eventful in terms of usual streams. Playing some good old Dark Souls. You know, I haven't actually played a Souls game. It's on my eventual list. Although I played some Elden Ring, and it was okay. I don't know if it's my style of game. There's something missing from it. You know, for me to like find the level of enjoyment I'm trying to get out of it. Currently doing a new PvP character that revolves around the new like greatsword. Ooh, that sounds cool. Thank you for my 4th para. And status trigger has only gone off a couple of times. I'm just like really sticking close to the monster. You're forcing yourself to only use magic-infused weapons. That sounds cool. I like self-enforced challenges in that kind of way. So today I actually made a new channel points reward for to do something similar. It's called the Buff Bird, which basically we only use on-site items, and we have to wear the buff costume. But I'm thinking about doing an armorless set as well, so I'd only use the layered armor, and it'd be the buffer armor set for a buffer bird situation. I underestimated magic-infused weapons. Are they that good? Oh my god, I hit the wrong button again. They hold their weight enough. That's fair. Oh, I thought it was charging. That makes me sad. Screwed up my status trigger. It happens. It's not like it's the only status trigger I'm ever gonna get. I love that. Oh, it's so good. It basically guarantees I get to do all that damage because it's just got like the most insane amount of iframes on it too. Oh my god. I love the way this weapon plays. It like it doesn't do anything. But man, is it fun. I never even have to think about sharpness. I literally just get to keep doing It's so much fun. It's absurd. I ain't walking. There is no need to walk. Oh, it's actually down in the hole. Okay. The run is going very well so far. I am very glad to hear that. Wow, I'm in the wrong spot. I totally misunderstood where it was going to be at. Lol. I totally thought I was the red arrow, and I was like, where the hell is it? I know the boss, I get the Moonlight Greatsword is going to be a nightmare. That's fair. It's going to do no damage because he's magic resistant. It's always interesting to me when there's like monsters that are magic resistant in games where like magic is kind of like it's like a mechanic that feels very much so intentional in that kind of regard. Another para. I love this weapon so much. It literally does not do nearly as much damage as you'd want it to for what it is. You know, it's not meant for damage. It's just meant for pure nonsense and fun. That was 5 paras. Can you believe that? This weapon is just, I love it so much. I'm so glad I made this. Get out of here, buddy. Else you be paratued. I need a BRB. That was actually my last quest for the day. It is almost 5 o'clock. That's when we call it. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm at my limit. So we're going to go raid somebody, actually. But I do appreciate you coming by. It's been super fun. And we will definitely be playing some more Monster Hunter in the future. For the meantime, though, we're going to go raid somebody. So, you know, stick around. We're going to probably raid somebody random, actually. I don't see anybody who's currently playing Monster Hunter that I currently follow. So, unless anybody here knows of any Switch streamers that are currently playing. Let's see. There's a couple of, one viewer streamers going on. I think we should raid one of them. Give them all, however many of us there are. There's a guy here called More Duck Kaiser. I think we need to raid the duck. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and check out our talisman real quick, and then we will go ahead and raid, and yeah, I will call the stream there. So to start, we got our spread up 1-1. That's pretty meh. Flinch free coalescence 1-1-1. Interesting. Slugger poison attack. Neat. Stamina surge 3-1-1. That's pretty cool. Mounting master. Punishing draw 2. Recovery up. Divine blessing 2-2. Razor sharp 1. Hunger resistance. Fire attack 2. Interesting. Special ammo boost 1-1-1. That's kind of cool. Tremor res. Blast attack. Earplugs part breaker. Affinity sliding and redirection. Recovery speed poison attack 1. Earplugs, windproof 2-1, and last but not least, flinch-free Horn Maestro 2-1-1. Amazing. All right. For everyone who came out tonight, thank you so much. It's been great. For anybody who's new here, I do have a Discord, and if you stream, you can actually go ahead and promote yourself in the Discord if you'd like. Or, if you're looking for more people to play Monster Hunter with, that is the place to go. Everyone in there pretty much plays Monster Hunter to my knowledge, and if they don't, then whatever. And we do have a chat where, people will try and find people to play with on, the days I'm not streaming or stuff like that. So feel free to check that out. But yeah, other than that, good night, everyone. Sleep well. Enjoy your evening. Go say hi to Mr. Duck for me, and I will see you all later. Good night, everyone.
it is. Welcome in. I'm Ducky. I'm a Duck Dragon Dream Spirit, and I play games and stuff. How you doing? How you vibing?